What's up, guys? Dimebot here, and as promised, we're going to be talking about ways to fix a few things in Fallout 4. Now, you'll notice I have two little windows open down here. These are for modifying your Fallout 4 files. Now, first off, big thanks to Gabi on the Steam forums. I will go ahead and link to this for you guys so that you can read this all for yourself. This is going to show us how to unlock the frame rate, change the FOV, and a couple other things. And if you guys want to skip to a specific part of the video, I'm going to be putting up jumps on the screen right about now. Alright, so first off, let's talk about the FOV. So Fallout 4 has your FOV set way too low. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to change that. Now, most of your files you're going to need to change are going to be stored in C, Documents, My Games, Fallout 4. The other is going to be in your Steam library. Mine happens to be on J, but it should be Steam library, Steam apps, common, Fallout 4, and then there's another file called Fallout 4 because why not? Let's talk about changing the FOV. So the first thing you want to do is go to your fallout4.ini file in your My Documents Fallout 4 folder. So let's open that up and slide it in here. So you're going to look for fdefault world. I suggest just using the search feature. If I can type and not hit the caps lock key. There it is. So you notice that the default view is set to 70. Let's go ahead and bump that up to 90. And first person view also set to 80. Let's bump that up to 90. Alright, so go ahead and save that. Now, important step here, guys. You want to save these as read only. So, and actually, Windows 10, how do I save something as read-only? Oh, duh. Brain. Alright, so, yes, I want to replace it. Close it. Properties. Read-only. If you don't do this, the game will change it back. Alright, so that's got that changed. Now we want to go to Fallout 4 prefs. Now we're going to do the exact same thing. So it's fdefault world again. At least it's supposed to be. See, when I did this earlier, I didn't actually have this problem. Just look for it by hand. There's the Pit Boy. People are probably screaming at me right now like, it's right there! Oh, duh. Actually, you have to paste these in. Sorry, guys. Brain not working. So here it is, fdefault world. I'm just going to pop it at the top so you guys can see it. Now that's going to be 90. And you want the first person one. So it's important to note the default world thing is actually your third person view. So we save this one. And then we make it read only so the game can't change it back. There we go. Now, for the next one, we're going to go over to Fallout 4. And you'll notice that Fallout 4 prefs.ini is here again. So you're going to do the exact same thing here. And then you're going to do fdefault world first person FOV equals 90. All this is going to set my FOV to 90. I'm going to save that, replace it, close it, set it as read only. There we go. So that's going to change our default to FOV. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. Alright guys, so here we are in Fallout 4. You'll notice that I have changed the FOV just a little bit. Not a ton. I don't want a super fisheye FOV, but just enough to make me be able to see a little bit more. So that's what this looks like once you get done with it. It's I like it. It's a good bit better. Ooh, hunting rifle. Of course it's dark. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, now that we've taken a look at that, let's go ahead and look at unlocking the frame rate for this game. This one is actually pretty simple. So, really, all you have to do to unlock the frame rate is head back over to your My Documents, My Games Fallout 4 file and hop on into Fallout 4 prefs.ini. Now, here you're going to be looking for a value that says iPresent interval. So, let's go ahead and put that in so you guys can see it. Now right here you'll see it says 1. That's the capping. So change it to 0. Now guys, what I will say about this is you're going to want to go to your, if you're an NVIDIA user, you may want to go to your NVIDIA panel or equivalent if you're AMD and manually force VSync, because this is going to cause some really gnarly screen tearing. Or you can play it in borderless window mode, which seems to actually fix it. So let's go ahead and save that. Oops, I need to change the file name to not read only real quick. Now you guys know what steps I'm doing this video in. Now that that's done, we make it read only again so the game can't change it back. There we go. Now, I'm not really going to show you the frame rate difference, but you'll be able to see it when I jump back in game in a minute for you. Now, mouse acceleration. We'll go ahead and change this. This one is actually also pretty easy. So you're going to go into the Fallout4.ini. Again, we're going to be spending a lot of time here, guys. So we're going to add a line. So this has to go under display, guys. So you find a display section right here. Go ahead and add this. And actually, I forgot to change the present interval for this file. So, oops. Properties. Read only. Apply. There we go. Just making sure the frame rate issue doesn't come back. Force ignore mouse movement 1. Now that has to go there. Now in the controls section, you're going to scroll down and you're going to add the current line here that says B mouse acceleration equals 0. Now, just as a note, if you want to change the vertical and horizontal mouse acceleration, it's right here. You would just simply change these values. You're going to have to test it, but that is where you would change it. All right, so that is going to turn off mouse smoothing there. Now, of course, as we've noted, we have to change it again in another spot. So let's go ahead and force this to read only. Sorry if this is a really dry video, guys, but editing INI files is typically pretty dry. So once again, we're going to go over to the Steam INI file. So this is in your Steam apps, common Fallout 4, Fallout 4. So you're going to pop under display in this file, and you're just going to add the force ignore smoothness equals 1. Now make sure that you can save it. And set it to read only. And there we go. That will get rid of the mouse acceleration. There's a couple other things that I may take a look at later. One I want to play around with, which is how to change the weapon scaling. So, because the weapons in this game are god-awful huge. So once I can play around with that a little, we will take a look at it. But for now, let's hop back into game and take a look at how it looks with the frame rate uncapped and the mouse smoothing off. Alright guys, so here we are with the frame rate uncapped and the mouse acceleration turned off, which feels much better and looks much better, and I'm being shot at by some deranged raider psycho. Lovely. And I'm extremely low on health because to do this video, I just climbed out of a mission really quickly for you guys, and I'm hurting. Where's this bitch? Yeah, mouse acceleration makes a massive difference in this game. It feels so much better with the mouse acceleration turned off. Good boy. Good boy. So yeah, easy fixes if you want to make your quality of life in Fallout 4 just that little extra bit better. Absolutely worth it in my opinion, so would highly recommend just going back over the video, follow the steps. They're pretty easy. I will have included the thread to the Steam forum below. So yeah guys, thank you for watching, and I will mess around with the weapon models and see if I can find a good setting for you guys that makes them not look so horrendous. But for now, I need to kill these wild mongrels, so good boy, dog meat. Maybe a little bit of an use of the Molotov cocktail. Alright, catch you guys later.
Like what you saw? Click subscribe so you don't miss anything, or click on one of these other videos. Like what you saw? Click subscribe so you don't miss anything, or click on one of these other